Tabuk, Saudi Arabia, a destination for seekers of history and sea. Tabuk is located between a Nafa Desert from the east and the Red Sea from the west, while 5 of its governorates are located on the Red Sea coast, which are the Governorate Afakil, Duba, Al-Waj, Hamluj, and Al-Bada, and Nafid Dunes are considered the most distinguished feature of the Taima Governorate. Tabuk is the biggest cities in the northern side of the kingdom and is characterized by authenticity and elegance. The establishment of the city dates back to 500 BC, and it has many names over the years, and it has been known by its current name since the early years of Islam until now. Among its most famous titles are the Tabuk of Roses and the Gates of the North. Tabuk is famous for being a major agricultural area in the kingdom, and agriculture is mostly centered in the Tabuk city in particular, where some 70% of the cultivated Rs in the region can be found in Tabuk city and its suburbs, which can be attributed to the abundance of water. The city is main source for water in the entire region due to its geographical nature that is known for its ability to store water. Among the most important agricultural products in Tabuk are wheat, fruits and vegetables, as well as roses that are marketed locally and internationally, where roses are exported to some countries of the world. The region is also home to a big number of archaeological sites, mainly in the Tabuk city, including the Tauba Mosque. Tabuk city also has tourist routes that attract its visitors, such as the Tabuk Castle that had a historical impetus due to its connection with the location where Prophet Muhammad, peace be upon him, resided in the expedition to Tabuk. Next to the castle, there is a water spring that was rich in water until recently, and an archaeological mosque that is believed be built by Umayyad Caliph Omar bin Abdulaziz, may Allah be pleased with him, at a site where Prophet Muhammad once prayed in. Among these sites is a prestigious railways known for its deep history and tourist important due to its unique technique in construction that is built over 80,000 square meter area, which also houses the Tabuk Regional Museum. Among its important landmarks are the Shu'ab Antiquities, which constitute one of the most important sites in the region, which its history date back to the Nabatean era. The Disa Mountains, that are known for their fabulous natural formations and diversified shapes due to theater and air sculpts on their sand rocks, forming highly elevated rock pillars with diversified Thamudic and Nabatean inscriptions, in addition to the Hajjaj well, one of the most important wells of the kingdom, which is located in Taima, and its construction date back the 1st millennium BC, and the Balda Castle, the King Abdulaziz Castle, and Al-Hara Palace. When Moses strikes the rock and obtained drinking water from the rock, Moses called the place Massa and Meribah, because of the contention of the children of Israel.
Jethro's Cave.
Al-Bada, the capital of the ancient land of Midian. Midianite civilization dates back to the 12th century BC and is mentioned in the Holy Quran and the Torah. Midian is also where the prophet Moses, peace be upon him, spent 10 years after fleeing Egypt, and for too long people have believed that the kingdom of Saudi Arabia is devoid of historical remains. Al-Bada, the land of Jethro near Mount Sinai. There is a long tradition that the land of Jethro was in and around an ancient city named Madian, also spelled as Madian, which was essentially the capital of Midian. These traditions identify the modern city of Al-Bada, also known as Al-Bid, as the location of the city. There is also a very tradition at Al-Bada that it was the land of Jethro and Moses lived.
Machna, Saudi Arabia.
Spring of Prophet Moses A.S. is a historical landmark located in the Valley of Machna, Saudi Arabia. The sprouting of water and its flow against gravity in the middle of the desert appears to be nothing less than magical. The longest surviving miracle in the world promised many visitors a spiritual experience. The prophet Moses came to drink water from one of these wells after he crosses the Red Sea and arrived in Machna. The well of Moses, Prophet Musa's well, or popularly Khalid al-Saidni, contains crystal clear water pouring out of the ground in several places. In the Valley of Machna, the palm trees converge around small springs, including Spring of Moses just a few kilometers before the coast. These springs also pump water in the famous Valley of Machna through the sand holes that are driven by water flowing from the ground. These ancient springs originate from the middle of the sand and are a major reason behind the popularity of Machna among national and international tourists. Bir al-Saidni is located on a hill and provides a viewpoint where the blue waters of the Gulf of Aqaba are visible. Beautiful palm trees surround the well with an archaeological site situated in the north. The archaeological site located on the top of the mountain also dates back to the early Islamic era. A date farm is also situated near the spring, so visitors can eat fresh dates and take refuge from the summer heat as the weather is typically hot in the region. However, due to the lack of any hotels in the area, it would be wise to take along your own food and supplies.
Catalina seaplane wreckage. Ras Kasaba, Saudi Arabia.
The wreckage of PBY-5A Catalina, an American military seaplane from the 1930s. It has laid on the beach since March 22, 1960, when the retired American businessman Thomas Kendall landed near the Ras Al Sheikh Hamd for a stopover during this trip around the world with his children and his secretary. They spent the night there, but the next afternoon, they were attacked with machine guns and automatic firearms by Bedouins who believed it was an actual military attack. Mr. Kendall tried to start Catalina's, but only succeeded to move it over about a kilometer where it ran aground on a coral reef. After more than 30 minutes of intense shooting, 300 shots hit the aircraft, and about 4,000 liters of fuel poured into the Red Sea. The whole crew was captured by the Bedouins.